Everyone's waiting for that game to glaze the fuck out of it. It just needs to come out.
Yeah.
However,
that you supposedly
Into
looking
the
forward to it so
Unwell,
much, but you don't know the fucking name of it.
Yes.
Mouse PI for hire. Goddamn.
Yeah,
okay,
that one. Yeah.
Into the Unwell, the other rubber hose animation game, also looked really awesome from day one.
Okay, fair enough. So
Rubber
what
hose,
else?
like an
What
inflatable doll.
top 2 games? Let's not do top 3. We'll be here forever. Top 2 games we're looking forward to from Summer Games Fest. Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
Dude, Project Century got a real fucking name. And the game
Finally.
looks amazing. Stranger
It
Than
looks
Heaven.
good.
That game looks so fucking fire, bro. That's a day one. Like, finally, I can jump into a non-Yakuza game so that I don't have to catch up on, like, the 50 games that they've released already and enjoy the story for what it is. Like, holy shit. And I love the vibe. I love, like, it takes place in the 40s. And I love the fucking character I think that you're playing as. He looks fucking dope. Like, he's definitely one of the cooler video game characters I've seen in a while. That game looks awesome.
Is that your number 1?
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. That game looks fucking wild. I don't know, I just don't see anything like that these days. So,
Okay.
So are we just doing day one, or are we including like the indie stuff that was dropping today in today's showcase?
We're doing day 1.
Okay, day one, gotcha.
Oh, indie, yeah. Maybe we'll do because we got
I
like
got
the
one-
indie
I got
showcase
one
and
that
other
everyone's
stuff
gonna
next
say.
week.
I got one.
What's that?
everyone's gonna say.
What's that?
That Muppet boxing one.
yeah.
All right, Jeff Keighley, relax. Jesus.
No,
Christ.
didn't that look good? It was
Jesus.
like felting boxing or something, or felted boxing.
Belted.
It did look interesting. It's Muppet Punch Out.
Yeah,
Smash
I'm-
gets to finally play as a character that represents him because he's a fucking Muppet. I mean, what?
Damn.
Look. She did that. Then she's like, all right, guys. Well, I got to go to work right now. So I
Right.
Nah, we got at least
Like
another
on
half
that
an hour. I know her schedule. Don't lie to
Yep,
me.
yep.
I would
Cassie, the kind
say
of person that
my
dunk and
number
dip.
one. Oh, go ahead. You going, Sheet?
Oh no, I was just saying, Cassie, the kind of person to dunk and dip.
Oh, for sure.
I'd say my
For
number
sure.
one is Ill, that horror game. That shit.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of games that look like that. Like, yeah, you get a lot of people that try to get close to it, but that one was like legitimately like making me kind of creeped out. I'm like, whoa. Like when the big head came down the hallway, I was getting Attack on Titan vibes. And then when the babies were getting kicked at the end of the trailer, I was like, that's fucking hilarious. But my main concern is it going to run this smoothly? Because it looks really smooth in like motions. So hopefully.
This is Team Clout. I don't know what have they made before. This is this is published by Munfish, so this is the people who are behind Atomic Heart. Which,
yeah.
by the way, max settings Atomic Heart looks pretty fucking good. I've
never played it. Now I want to.
I wouldn't play this. I wouldn't say this good, but it looked good, right? I mean, this shit looks insane. I'm curious.
Go to the beginning with the fingers. I think it's like near the beginning ish, like right after this. Yeah, here it comes.
I mean, that's insane.
It looks great. And look, that looks really good. But I'm scared because a lot of games, like their first trailer, you could see some games from the past that look good like this, and then the game comes out and it's nothing like it. So that's my biggest concern.
This all looks like in-game render, so it doesn't look like cutscenes or anything like that. So it could be something promising.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't get downgraded because it looks fucking fun to play.
I can't find anything about this developer outside of this game. Like,
this is the first thing.
To be fair, you know, the Metro franchise looks just as good as this, if not better. So I mean, it is possible.
A little bit, yeah.
It is definitely possible. Yeah. It's just I'm a little cautious. I will say this, man.
Expedition 33 proved everyone that the first game from a studio can be good. So
true. What I will say is what's shocking to me about this showcase is Munfish, man. No, but besides that, Munfish,
they came out swinging.
Munfish expanded so much, bro. It's crazy. They went from Atomic Heart to now they're doing Atomic Heart 2. They're doing Cube, the MMO FPS fucking game. They're publishing this game for this other team that probably works for them, for all I know. It's wild, man.
There was a few other games too that were under the Munfish thing as well. They got a lot of games coming up under there, and I'm like, yo, Y'all just went from like Atomic Heart and just blew up. I don't understand. But
Yeah,
I'm here for it. I'm here for it though.
This scene right here is crazy. Like when I saw this, I was like, bro, this is wild, man.
Run.
This is wild.
Crazy.
This looks so good.
Dude, this game, like, okay, so the only issue I'm worried about is that moments like this where it's cutscene oriented look fucking moments like that where it's cutscene oriented like legit look like they could be creepy, terrifying, scary, the whole nine. And then you get into the gameplay, and I'm wondering if it's gonna be so action oriented. Like you get maybe halfway through the game and your arsenal's all loaded up, and at that point the fear factor goes away because now you can just like blast through everything. A lot of horror games run to the issue of once you get so OP, it takes away the fear factor like halfway through the game.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If I could go around kicking baby zombies like this, I'm not scared of shit, bro. I'm sorry. Like this is hilarious.
This game reminds me a lot of Condemned Criminal Origins.
Condemned Criminal Origins. Wow.
What you know about that? What you know about that? You a little too young.
One of my favorite 360 games, to be real with you. I don't really like exclusives on 360. The only two I really, really loved was Quake 4 and Condemned Criminal Origins.
You know about that?
Conviction.
Young for that.
Never played.
All right, what other game aside from did you name another one?
It's not. They didn't announce it on that day, so I don't think I should.
Oh man, step aside, brother. The one that I'm excited for is Dying Light: The Beast. The fucking game is coming out in August. It's coming out in August, bro. And not only did they show that little segment in the Summer Game Fest, they showed 30 minutes of just gameplay. And it's like a return to OG Dying Light, but they also included the driving mechanic of the DLC. And the DLC was so dope for Dying Light. It felt like a whole other game adding the driving buggy thing. This game is definitely, if you love OG Dying Light, it's fire.
This trailer looked too good to be Dying Light. Like the first Dying Light was a lot of fun, but it wore out its welcome real fast. Like it got kind of repetitive, even though I really enjoyed it. Did not really care for the sequel. And so when this came out and it was like, this is Dying Light, like I was legit impressed.
I hope that soundtrack hits just like the first one. That first game soundtrack was something serious.
Yeah.
They're going to go back to the parkour elements from the first game, though.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I don't think Dying Light 2 is a bad game. It's just that it was trying to do too fucking much. It was trying to be a co-op game. It was trying to be a choice-driven RPG game. It was trying to add a billion new mechanics to a game that was simple but effective. And they just need to go back to that original game. Like, get rid of the excess bullshit. Give us a decent story with co-op options. Whatever, man. Like, just fucking chill back with trying to do. I think they're really talented developers. They just
are doing it. Okay.
They're just doing too much, and it's like you don't have to do that to make me happy. Just make the core mechanics fun and make them solid, and that's what they did with Dying Light. Why it was so good.
All right,
I agree. I agree with Cassie 100%.
I'm saying a lot of the mechanics from like the first game that really drew me in from the first for the first game in this game right here. So I'm just about sold already. I like the first game. I played through that game like maybe like 5-6 times, but like this right here, I'm definitely gonna keep my eye out for it. That's going on the list right now.
Thing though, like Roger Craig Smith, the dude that plays the main character, uses the exact same voice for this as he does Chris Redfield, and it's a different zombie game. So like it kind of breaks the immersion for me because I keep hearing Chris when I play these games.
You too?
Yeah, dude.
I do know what my other game was. I
What's
just remembered. Arc Raiders. It's the extraction shooter.
That shit look kind of dope, man.
All right, extraction shooter.
I tuned that trailer out. It looked real fucking generic. I don't even remember what it looked like.
Listen. So I will say that they fucked up. They did fuck up on that trailer though, because that's not a representation of what the game looks like. They made it look weird. Like if you go and look at the actual gameplay for Arc Raiders, it looks really fun. But that trailer made it look like it was like some, I don't know, Concord 2 Electric Boogaloo type shit. This wasn't really a good representation of how the game was going to look.
So this was your number 2, huh?
Yeah, because I know what the game looks like. I know what the game looks like. I was looking at actual alpha and beta footage, and I should be in the next
but
beta
dude,
that's
like
about to have.
you don't have so many Netflix straight to like Netflix movies or generic as shit and whatnot. This literally looks like if Netflix made a
Or
straight to
towards-
Netflix video game.
Oh no, that was
Like
Minish
in
Cap,
that
wasn't it?
trailer.
Yeah, that wasn't a good trailer, but that is one of the ones I'm looking forward to.
You telling me homegirl got blown up and her hair didn't catch fire at all?
She still got her makeup on.
I'm saying.
The gameplay definitely looks a lot different.
You tell me that she didn't bob and weave?
Get this fucking guy out of here, dog. This fucking guy, bro.
You
The
black
trailer
women
that
bring
they
it on
showed,
yourselves.
the trailer that they showed the other day made it look like it was like some girl boss shit. I don't know why they went with that. It just did not look good. Wasn't a good representation of it. But
Wonder
the
why
gameplay
they did
looks
that. Interesting.
I don't know why they did that. But there is one game that they didn't show that I am actually looking forward to, and that's called Spine. The This Is Gun Fu game, the indie game, where it's a chick and it's inspired by the Matrix and like kung fu games and movies. I can't wait for that shit.
Equilibrium.
You said what?
Like Equilibrium.
Yeah, it's inspired by that too.
Spine is that game that I remember seeing on SNH months ago, and we were all saying that the combat looked super stiff. Did they fix that? Let's see.
Apparently.
I'm looking at a trailer right now on Steam.
No.
It looks
It's still stiff as fuck.
There's another game that's made by one person, funny enough. It's called Axe of Blood. It's basically it's basically what you call it, a sleeping dogs combat simulator.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Axe
looks
of
dope.
Blood look
There's a
like it's
demo
one of
for
those
it, too.
games that's gonna
What is it
launch like
Axe of Blood.
Axe of Blood.
Axe of Blood.
It looks like
The
one of
demo
those
was
games that's gonna
raw.
launch to be like really bare bones, but it's gonna get really good play like dev support as it goes on.
Oh,
think
that Sifu looking fucking game. This one. Yeah, I remember.
It's a simple combat game. It's sleeping dogs combat simulator. That's the best way to describe it, bro.
That shit
It's
reminded
made
me of Sifu when I
by-
watched it.
How many people did they say it was made by? Like
Just
what,
one
like
person.
five?
This is one guy.
No, this is one man dev.
No, I could swear it was like more than one dude.
No,
No,
That
it's
made it.
just,
after they showed the trailer, even Jeff Keighley was like, "Man, you gotta love what one dev can do."
Yeah, it's made by one person in Indonesia. It's gonna launch in 2026, apparently.
Well, remember, you actually don't, because you have people out there trying to downplay Expedition 33's success now. So apparently now when we talk about core development teams, we got to include all the outsourced developers, which, by the way, AAA studios do that as well, but I digress. So this is one developer plus 400 Asians somewhere else, in the world. Bro,
All of them like 5 years old in sweatshops being paid 17 cents per cut line of code. Like,
I still have not gotten a reply from the guy who left that comment on my channel. I told him, I was like, listen,
Of course not.
just provide me proof of Sandful having over 400 developers that are working directly on the game. I'm not talking about outsourced developers or outsourced work. Just provide me proof of over 400 like you claim, because you said it's easily provable. Just provide me proof and I'll make an update video. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Quiet. Sucks.
over on Rumble, Subarashi Times says no 2-hour credits. Yeah, like this game gonna have like 30-second credits.
Seriously. Yeah, but this game looks cool. I remember seeing this in the show. Looks cool. What else? Who else? Who didn't go?
The unwell, the obvious ones.
I sent one in the private chat for you, Hypno. And you know we're gonna
Come on,
get to that
Trey's
one.
use a big boy voice, man.
Nigga, I'm not finna fight to talk over y'all niggas, bro. I'm not doing that shit.
Oh, this is the stop motion animation game.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that's nobody's gonna buy because it's on Epic
Shit
Games
was
Store.
gay as fuck, Smash.
I don't think Smash even realized this is an Epic exclusive.
God
Yeah, it's
damn
Epic
it.
exclusive.
But to be fair, Smash is not really a PC gamer, so he's not really like,
I thought we were just talking about games that look cool. Sorry.
Yes,
you were
but if
pissed-
they're
y'all
on
gonna hate me
Epic
for this.
exclusive,
I
then
don't
no,
think it looks cool. I don't think it looks cool.
of
Well,
course.
see, what pisses me off about this game is that this is a game Amarada said she was looking forward to playing, like with me and whatnot. Now I gotta re-download fucking Epic, man. I just got rid of that shit. What the fuck?
Smash, I agree. This game looks cool. It's just once I found out that it was Epic exclusive,
I did
immediately
not know it
said
was
no.
Epic exclusive.
It's
so.
one of those where it's like I'll forget that it exists until it gets announced that it's coming to Steam, and it's like half
Correct.
off.
Correct. That's literally what I said in my stream because I was like, "Oh, this is another game I got to carry Smash in," and the chat was like, "Oh,
bullshit.
we're carrying Smash." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll carry Smash in this," and we were all excited, ready to do it. I was literally about to message you and be like, "Hey, man, found the next game," and then I found this out that apparently it's Epic Games exclusive. So they could go suck a dick on that one, but it does look good though. I'll give them
How about Mio? Did you see Mio, the Metroidvania? That one looked pretty good too.
I thought
Yeah.
that
Which one was that? Because
Memories in Orbit, Mio.
That one looked cool.
I gotta see what it looks like again. But I think that was one of the other ones I was looking at too.
What about that isometric game?
Hold on, it's 2 at a time. Hold on. Who
I'm
go?
sending it in
Trey-
the private. There you go. It's in the private.
didn't go. I didn't go. Who else? Sheep, did you go?
I don't know what the fuck is out. Like I was legitimate. I'm dead ass serious when I said I don't know what the fuck is going on in the game.
All right, so let Atreus go. Atreus, what do you do?
I didn't see all of it, but I know my number one is Mortal Shell 2.
But this
Why is that? Out of curiosity, I'm just curious. Why is that?
I mean, because it's a game inspired by Souls games. Everybody knows it's my favorite genre right now. And I thought it was the first one was pretty unique with this idea that you're pretty much a garbage ass nigga until you not steal someone's body, but like you go into these shells. You go into these shells and you can change your the kind of combat that you do. One shell might have a sword, another one might have a fucking hammer, whatever the case may be. And I thought it was pretty smooth. I played it on Xbox, so I don't have it on my PC for right now. And then what I saw from Mortal Shell 2 sounds like they went into the studio and asked themselves, okay, told themselves we're not separating ourselves enough from these other Souls games. And so this one looks a little bit, it's almost like they added some God of War in there, like the 2018 God of War in there. And so I'm interested to see, how much of the Souls like that they kept, and then how much of it that they, evolved on.
You liked the first one?
I did.
I did not. I like the mechanic, definitely, of switching in and out of
it was bare bones. Most definitely.
It really was. I just felt like it was very like stiff gameplay. It wasn't smooth at all. And I was like, every swing, like it had a good sound to it. It felt heavy, but it felt too heavy. You know what I mean? Even some of the faster I don't know. But this one looks totally different. This one, at first I thought it was Lords of the Fallen. I'm like, wait, we already know that's coming. Why would that be the first game shown in the showcase? And then I realized once I saw the naked guy, I was like, oh, that's Mortal Shell. So, yeah. What's your second game?
That's kind of hard because I didn't watch a whole lot, but that would be Resident Evil for me. I mean, I'm not as passionate as Leon per se, but I've played every single. Never mind, I was about to lie, but I played most of all the Resident Evil games.
So you would choose Mortal Shell over Neo 3 and Code Vein 2?
I didn't like Code Vein, and I haven't finished neither of the Neos, nor did I even know there was a Neo 3. So,
Neo 3 got an honestly, Neo 3, as someone that doesn't think the Neo games really anything special gameplay wise, visually they look great, but like Neo 3, I was like, oh damn, it actually looks pretty fucking good. I was surprised.
Yeah, Neo 3.
Also, by the way, Liza P DLC. How nobody gonna mention Liza P DLC?
Because I'm trying to forget that it exists. So what
are you, Jeff Keighley? Fuck you, Kata.
I'm trying to forget that it exists, so I don't find the urge to.
Like the DLC counts as a totally new guest. Shut the
I'm just surprised. I didn't see. Was there ever any rumors or any information about Liza P getting any updates or anything?
Yeah, they've been talking about this DLC for a while.
There was literally a rumor last week about it being shadow.
That looked like a sleeper hit to me. I was like, "Is there?" I was completely blindsided by Liza P news. I completely missed it.
There was a rumor last week about the DLC being shadow dropped. When they've
been talking about this for a while, for a long time,
because they had access to the trailer, so they obviously saw the trailer and realized that it said available now. So that just means it's going to be shadow dropped. Which, by the way, notice the trend and we spoke about this. I said, with Oblivion being as successful as it was, and I think partially due to shadow dropping it, I think shadow dropping is going to be the way forward for a lot of these games now.
Mhm.
I think they're going to build the hype. They're going to do fake leaks. They're going to do fake, like, all this insider bullshit information to get the hype spurred up, and then they're going to
But
shadow
that
drop.
only works for sequels, though. It doesn't work for OG games.
It depends. If you are an established studio and it's a new game, it could definitely work. Like if you're not, let's say if you're Naughty Dog before you fucked up, and you were like, hey, we're shadow dropping last.
I don't know if my memory goes back that far, but go on.
It's available right now. You mean to tell me that shit wouldn't go crazy? You know what I mean? This is like, everybody knows my favorite dream is out of nowhere just logging into Steam one day and seeing a trailer, not knowing what it is. Come to find out.
By the way, what are Splitgate numbers looking like on Steam?
Probably trash.
What?
I don't know. I saw somebody with a thumbnail earlier where the thumbnail had an image of 1 million players, and I was like, "There's no."
For what game?
Is it free to play?
Yeah,
it is. It is free to play.
All right, so I could kind of see how it gets stupid high numbers depending, especially with all the
last I
content.
checked, Splitgate only jumped up to like not even near that. It was like 26,000. I checked it literally earlier today.
Yeah, then somebody was clickbaiting.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Splitgate.
It's at 23,807.
Okay, 23,000.
Yeah, that's so bad, bro.
That's pretty low.
Well, no. It's actually so before SGF, Splitgate was at like between 10 and 12,000. So it like effectively doubled its numbers after just the one showcase.
Yeah, but as a free to play game, bro, that's.
I mean, I'm just anytime you double your numbers, that's hopefully like indicative of good things to come.
I mean, I played the first Splitgate and I actually enjoyed the game. I mean, it felt like a fun knockoff Halo, and I liked the look of it, even though it was a bit on the colorful side. Bro, Splitgate 2 looks way more bitch made than the first game. I don't want to play it. I don't care.
Look at them reviews. How many of those reviews you think are someone saying, "Oh fuck this game, they support MAGA because of the hack controversy bullshit"? How much you want?
I think it's that and the fact that he went out there talking shit about Call of Duty, and then there was an $80 bundle in the game.
Yeah, which he apparently is cutting in half. But anyway, so to go back, we'll talk about Splitgate in a second. So to go back, yeah, I think shadow dropping is going to be the thing.
I think so
in the future.
Didn't work for Hi-Fi Rush, sadly.
But technically it did though, because the game did well, but they still shut the fucking studio down.
Yeah,
right.
That was.
They even admitted the game did well and exceeded expectations, but
that was an Xbox decision.
Still shut it down.
That was the very first game I played on Game Pass, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm buying this!" Like after like 2 levels on Game Pass, I was like, I'm buying this motherfucking game.
Yeah.
There's another game that got announced today. It's The Expanse, Osiris Reborn. It's a single player sci-fi RPG game, which we don't have a lot of those.
Games announced today, bitch.
Need that, man. Hey, he said the Game Fest.
Who's
still part of the Game Fest, ain't it?
Just me? I think it's just me. So,
I think so.
Is it just me? Yeah. I think the 2. I should have made it 3, but the 2 that I'm looking forward to the most. What?
You did make it 3.
What do you mean?
You asked us what was our top 3 games.
But then
I said
he
top
said
2.
actually make it 2 because it'll take forever.
That never happened.
That definitely happened. Too busy playing video games, not paying attention. It's all right.
I'm not playing.
Yeah.
He's currently playing Monster Hunter Wilds right now.
Playing Monster
Hunter.
I think my top 2 would have to be. It's hard, man, because I want to say Ill, but the thing is, obviously, I'm a Souls-like player, so Code Vein. I fucking love the first Code Vein. Code Vein 2 looked good. Hopefully it's inspired. Really cool. Hopefully it's more inspired by First Berserker, and the gameplay's a little faster.
Was there other anime games? Was there other anime Souls game you played, Hypno? That one
AI Limit, which again it looked heavily inspired by Code Vein. I was saying that the entire time while playing it.
Code Vein was better.
It
was better.
Gameplay wise too, it was better than AI Limit. So I don't really know, because for me, like, those 2 are pretty much neck and neck, and then I guess it would be RE9 or I don't know. It's too many, bro. If I had to put like a definite, I'm gonna say Atomic Heart 2, because I know how good the first one was, and I really want to play the second one. So Atomic Heart 2 would be up there. And what? I didn't hear
Did
you
you say
say.
yawn?
I yawned. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Yo, that
crazy.
shit look good. What, to Atomic Heart 2?
You never played Atomic Heart?
I never played the first one because
No,
I thought
Yeah, I played Atomic Heart.
you didn't like it.
No, I liked it.
So why'd you yawn?
Niggas don't yawn. I'm sorry.
Not in bad timing like that.
I'm sorry. A nigga yawned. I don't know what you want.
I mean, there's a difference between yawning and then going yawn at the same time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like what are you, a comic book? You
Well,
gotta
am
spell
I
this shit out?
tripping? I thought he yawned, and then people were like, "What was that?" And he said, "I yawned." Like,
Yawn.
he
Oh,
said the
shit.
word
No.
yawn.
No,
said
he
the word
literally
yawn.
did. He did the animation and then said yawn, bro, like a comic book. This man got a speech bubble above his head. He was like yawn.
It was
Bro,
a perfect timing, I guess.
Everything I do gets
Bye.
scrutinized on this show. I can't even yawn in pieces.
Yes,
man.
because I got to catch up for 5 weeks.
it was not 5 weeks, bro.
4.5.
Two.
4.5.
2.
In any case, yeah, Atomic Heart 2 and Resident Evil 9, I would say, because I love Resident Evil, so Resident Evil would be cool.
Oh, it's your favorite
Yeah,
game.
but okay, but
too?
how you watch that
definitely is not,
trailer
no.
and feel like it's Resident Evil? I want this game to be good. I want to love it. I watched that trailer and it doesn't feel like Resident Evil, dude.
I haven't seen the trailer
give
yet.
it a
So.
To be
chance.
fair,
I feel like that
Leon,
happened with Village.
Resident
too.
Evil has been Resident Evil since Resident Evil 4.
to be fair, Leon, the Resident Evil has been having a bit of an identity crisis over the past,
Decade.
like 10 years. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's having a bit of, it doesn't know whether it wants to be survival horror or fucking action or a mix of the two.
Or adventure.
They said they were going back to horror with 7, which they did, and then in Village they did a little bit more action, and now all of a sudden we're going back to that, and then now with this they're going like fucking Silent Hill level survival horror, and
I really like Village a lot.
I don't know, it's kind of all over the fucking place, bro.
Yes,
It-
you did.
He retarded.
Wait,
I bet
what?
you
You
did.
didn't like Village?
I like
Village is a good game. It's a bad Resident Evil game.
Oh, give me a break.
I mean,
so what makes hold on, so we need a definition. So what makes Resident Evil game 2?
So Resident Evil has to focus on, at least in my opinion, the sci-fi horror element. It's got to be about like humans overcoming something man-made, something that is generated by the hubris of man. It's got to have that scientific element. Corporations doing evil shit, gene splicing, viruses, stuff like that.
Umbrella Corporation needs to be a major part of the game, especially
Not necessarily
towards the
Umbrella
end.
per se. Like you had Tricell and Resident Evil 5 and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but it needs. I feel like Resident Evil, ever since 7, has gone down this really weird supernatural element. That like the whole reason Devil May Cry got made is because they were trying to do Resident Evil 4 and they were making it supernatural. Like, this doesn't really fit the vibe of Resident Evil, and they ended up making Devil May Cry like it's a whole new franchise. And then when you get 7, I get it's technically a virus, the mold and all that, but it's got all these supernatural elements. 8 doubled down on that, and now 9, you've got this like. It's almost like a serial killer true crime shit. He's sitting there like, wearing this leather jacket and talking about, "You're the one, Clarice." Like, I know he doesn't say Clarice, but like there's nothing about it that screams this is a sci-fi horror man-made thing.
But do you think they're gonna keep? I mean, so we're at 9 major installments, right? With a bunch of fucking spin-offs. At this point, I think it's safe to say Resident Evil has pretty much done everything.
I agree
that they almost possibly can. So at this point, would you see another would you see another Umbrella style company at this far into the timeline of Resident Evil? Wouldn't they have? I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying, and I think the issue I have is there's 2 issues with the trailer that one or the other probably wouldn't
The
bother
girls
me.
ugly. We know that, right?
Right, yeah. The true crime aspect, that wouldn't bother me as much. But then there's also going back to Raccoon City. That was very heavily featured in the trailer. I'm like, motherfuckers, Resident Evil Raccoon City was blown up in 1998 in canon. We haven't seen it in a main game since like 1999 or 2000 in real life. It feels like desperation, grasping at straws, member berries. Like, how are we going to go through this whole 20 plus years of lore and like all of a sudden, wait, there's still remnants of Raccoon City? Why we ain't explored this before? This seems like desperation to me.
You think they're gonna reboot the franchise after 9?
I was wondering if they weren't going to make a 9, they were going to reboot after 8. And I was like, oh shit, I guess we're getting 9.
I'm gonna be
There's
real
too
with
much
you.
money in the series to reboot it.
I think Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil started grasping at straws at 6 because like Wesker's dead. I don't care what anyone has to say. Wesker's dead, and he doesn't have a son. I don't care what anybody has to say about that either, because Jake didn't exist until 6. So get the fuck out of here with all that nonsense. So like, you have one story where here's Jake, who's Wesker's illegitimate son or whatever. And you have the other story where Leon is now fighting some random ass motherfucker that's hitting on Hunnigan. And then you got this other timeline where like fucking Ada just shows up, and it just so happens she's a clone, or she had like some clone shit.
Simmons cloned her because
Simmons cloned her
because she rejected him, by the way.
Yeah, because she rejected him, and he decided to create another version of her that would not reject him, but ended up going crazy and shit like that. But they started grasping at straws at 6. That's why you got like so many fucking timelines that make no sense.
Yeah, I agree. Like 6 is another one of those games. Like I have fun playing it on co-op with my buddies, but it's a shitty Resident Evil game. It is, but it's a fun co-op shooting game.
It's absolutely a fun game, but like as far as the lore of Resident Evil goes, you're just like, what the fuck is this?
And I thought 7, for atmospherically, gameplay wise, I thought it was more or less a return to form. You had good puzzles in 7. It was actually brought back the creepy atmosphere, very similar to Resident Evil 1. And then like 8 again got like Hypno would say, 8 got too action oriented. It felt like they were trying to recreate the success of Resident Evil 4. They even put it in a European village, just like Resident Evil 4. It's like, well, man, what? And then here we are in 9. You're going back to Raccoon City. You're bringing in a daughter of a character that was in a spin-off game on the PS2. It just, I don't look. I love the Outbreak games. I think it's cool they're pulling from that lore, but they're doing it in a way that just seems like Capcom doesn't know what they want to do with this franchise. And I'm getting real tired of my favorite franchise being like treated like this.
Go ahead.
No, because I'm thinking about something good.
I was about to say, if you paid attention to Capcom's the longevity of their franchises, they get worse as they go on because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Look at Mega Man, for example, one of my favorite franchises. What the fuck happened after 7? What happened after 7? Nobody knows. It's just a bunch of random shit. Who the hell? And then the same thing with Street Fighter. As much as people like to say, Street Fighter is good, this, that, and the other.
Now, 4 was the last truly good one, in my opinion.
How old can these motherfuckers get before they just start breaking, like they just start like, getting fucking joint problems and shit like that? They're humans. They're humans that can do some key shit. That's it.
Well, Akuma's a demon, but beyond that, yeah.
Well, yeah, Akuma's gonna take the route of like fucking dehydrated Ganondorf. But
that's crazy.
Like that's why I would wager that's why it took them so damn long to put out Devil May Cry 5, is because they were trying to cook harder than they had with the first few.
And they did, by the way. Devil May Cry 5 is like the second best in the entire franchise. That's one of the few. I was gonna say, it's one of the few times where I'm agreeing with Sheep where a sequel got right. I'm not a big fan of the way the games physically feel in the RE engine, the Reach for the Moon engine, because it's so sleek and shiny and glossy that it takes, again, with the exception being 7, which is the first game they used for it, took a lot of the fear out. At no point when I was playing 3 or the remake of 4 or anything like that did I feel afraid because it looked too video gamey.
Caveat: Monster Hunter is still good. I will say Monster Hunter has definitely had its dubs.
Monster Hunter's only gotten better, honestly, with each game.
When it comes to what they did in Resident Evil 9, the fact that they chose to put this character in it, I don't know if them reaching this deep into the lore to find anybody to make the new main character, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because when I think about it, it's like, all right, on one side of the coin, them going this far back shows that they're trying to connect all the fucking dots, which I feel like could lead to something interesting if they do it right. And chances are, if they're going this far back to try to connect dots like that, that they might be able to do something right with it. It seems like they're putting in effort. But on the other hand, it also tells me that they're just running out of ideas if they got to start going into like fucking daughters of characters from spin-offs in order to make a main character in a mainline game. it just seems like we're running out of ideas at this point. So,
I think so.
it could go literally either way. But I think from a gameplay perspective, it looked good. I think that if you liked 7, you're probably gonna like this one. It seems like they're going more with the 7 vibe than the 8 vibe.
Yeah,
But you know that
mind
that
you, I'm
depends.
more concerned with the lore and the game. I think the gameplay is probably going to be good. Like I'm more concerned with the lore and also the I want to make it clear so that it's not coming off as a hater. I want to be wrong. I want this game to prove me wrong. I'm hoping that
That's
maybe
hater
this
talk.
is just a bad trailer.
Oh man,
That's hater talk.
guys, real quick, I don't want to disrupt anything. I'm gonna head out, but it's good talking with y'all.
Just
God
kidding.
damn.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Come on. Come on. Everybody
Love
else,
you guys.
everybody
Have a
else
good
got a Cassie. Come on. All right. Shout out to Cassie. Appreciate you. Everybody go
Peace.
subscribe to Gooner Fist called Classic Cage.
Hell
By
yeah.
the way, Sheep City and took a screenshot of you chatting up. I don't know if you
I
saw
know.
that.
That
Shit,
shit was
that
funny
shit
as
is
hell.
wild. That shit is wild. So accurate. All right. Yeah. So overall, Resident Evil 9, like I said, it looks good, but I don't know. At this point, I think they are running out of ideas, and I'm curious where going back to Raccoon City is going to play into this. But keep in mind, man, like how many times have we gone to Silent Hill, bro? Like his Silent Hill is like you're returning
That's why
to the
Silent
fucking.
Hill F looks so good. It's not going back to Silent Hill. It's its own thing. I'm like, now again, lore wise, shit, I'm worried, but Silent Hill F looks original.
Yeah, but to be fair, there are people out there that are hardcore purists that are like, this looks stupid because it's not in Silent Hill. They're like, how the fuck does this tie? You really can't. You're not going to make everybody happy, obviously.
Mhm.
And to be fair with you, like, I thought Silent Hill F looked amazing, but flat out didn't look like a Silent Hill game at all. Like, at all.
That's
I think
true.
like the creatures and the way they move and stuff does, but like environmentally and whatnot,
at all.
I
It's-
agree.
It's a Japanese
Not at all.
horror. It's
It
definitely
looks-
a Japanese horror game.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like fucking Fatal Frame without the camera.
Without
Okay,
without
you
the
know what?
camera.
It does look more like Fatal Frame Silent Hill. I agree with
You
that.
know
Which,
what
by the
I'm
way,
saying?
Fatal Frame is probably the most underrated horror franchise of all the big names. Like
I love
it's
Fatal
you
Frame.
know, oh dude,
That was a
agreed.
game where you jump where they had acceptable jump scares in that game.
That
Mhm.
game was scary as fuck, but so much fun. But no, seriously, I genuinely, looking at that game, I didn't see Silent Hill when they
The
first
tree's
revealed
kinda
it. Before, that's fine. Let him play his game. When we first revealed that game, I looked at it. I'm like, bro, nothing screamed Silent Hill until the title showed up on the end. I'm like,
Was the new Silent Hill trailer like the one that was just released? Because they was that State of Play or SGF? I don't remember because it just got a new trailer.
Might
I
have been
think that was State of Play.
State of Play. Okay, I feel like they showed too much. Like the whole idea of horror is, what's coming. I feel like they're giving away too much. Horror, less is more.
Well, because they were trying to show off the fact that it's going to be melee focused. Like it's no guns or very minimal guns. I think because of the time period. But I mean, to be fair, you got this Japanese schoolgirl running around with a fucking javelin in one of the scenes.
That's actually kind of entertaining.
Like I get it, in anime they got swords 3 times their size, but come on, it's supposed to be like semi-realistic horror. Like she's probably 90 pounds, bro, carrying around a fucking javelin.
No,
So
what do you mean? It's an aluminum javelin. That's why she can carry it around.
oh, okay, it's made of paper mache, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
No, they're Japanese. It's origami.
Oh,
Even better.
even better, yeah, even better. But no, I didn't get any Silent Hill vibes, so I don't know. It all depends on RE9, but I think we just need to see more. Obviously, at this point, it's a new character. Well, not really a new character, but kind of a new character. New character. They're pulling from the past.
Do you have issues with that? By the way, there was obviously Reforged being retarded on X, but like I got no issues with it. I missed the days of Resident Evil where you had male, female, and you played as both. They kind of stopped that with 7 onwards, but beyond that, I think she looks fine. I like
because
her.
they were trying to tell more of like a consistent continuity, and keeping it to one main character made that a little easier without having to split the attention and the story amongst 2 different characters. But no, I don't mind it. I think she's fine. Reforged is fucking retarded, but I think she's fine.
Agreed.
So, what other games? What else are we looking forward to?
I sent one in the private.
Is that the
Game Boy looking one. from
Which
Yacht
one?
Club.
Memories in Orbit?
No,
one.
the hell's it called?
Mina the Hollower?
Mina the Hollower. Yeah, kind of looks
Oh.
like a Game Boy Zelda, and I'm a big fan of those.
Let me see. What is this one? Fuck. No.
Who the hell?
There we go.
Were you gooning for
Today, I'm
Her
thrilled to
fucking
share a
jaw,
world.
man.
Her jaw. He's look at the neck.
That too, bro. Is that Chris Bosch? Like,
Somebody
what the
needs
hell?
to screenshot that, like I said, and add in the Google Maps navigation from the bottom to the top and put 6 hours. It's crazy. The travel time is wild there.
Bro,
it's,
Why does she look like a knockoff version of the AT&T lady?
I don't know.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
shit,
you're right,
She look
though.
good, though. She look good, though. Don't get me wrong.
No, that
all
was
right,
good.
yeah.
That neck distance is longer than the trail for to get to Mordor. Like, that's how fucking that shit's
That's
crazy.
crazy. Frodo dropped the ring down there.
That's good.
Oh, this game. Yeah, this isn't this the people that did Shovel Knight?
Yes, Yacht Club
Oh,
games.
dope.
This game looks cool. Yeah, I remember this. I mean, it's not something I think I would probably play, to be honest with you.
It's something I would play. I'll probably end up playing this.
This looks
Yawn.
like classic
Well, 'cause
Zelda.
this is
right there from the creator of Shovel
Oh, we're
Knight.
doing a
Okay.
yawn thing again? Okay.
Wait, this looks like classic Zelda though.
Yeah,
It does.
I'll
And-
try it out.
and Yacht Club is like a legit good studio. They make really good games. I
Yeah,
love
Shovel
the
Knight's
Shovel
pretty
Knight
good.
game.
Shovel Knight was one of the very first games to make me like really take indies seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Smash needs to play indie games at this point because, God, Jesus.
Here
Have
we
you
go.
seen
Time to
have
shit
you
on
seen
Smash
him?
time.
Have
Here
you
we
seen
go.
him play AAA games?
I'm saying.
Oh, come on. All right, let's take this opportunity. All right.
Have
I
you
did
seen
better
him
than you
finish
expected
AAA
last
games?
night.
He needs journalist difficulty, dude. It gets ridiculous.
Bullshit. I proved Hypno wrong last night when he's like, "Oh, he's gonna get his ass kicked." And what did I do? I took that
You
guy
got
down.
your
and-
ass kicked.
Well, after the first match, though, I took him
He
down.
took that guy
So
down.
let's
What?
talk about the Paintress then.
I was tired. It was like 2 a.m.
Oh, I'm
Come on.
tired. I'm tired. All right. Interesting.
And I did pretty good against the Paintress. So
I don't know about that.
Bro, look up
I one-shot the Paintress, by the way. So.
one shot.
Ground Zero.
I one-shot the
man.
Paintress.
Ground Zero was announced today at SGF, and let me tell you that like might be the best game release, at least for me, all showcase.
Round zero.
Really?
Yeah, like again, for my personal taste, for what I like in video games. Yeah.
Well, let's see it.
So what is it, gay? Let me see. Ground
Oh,
Zero.
Notice how Hypno didn't show off the games that I suggested.
Well, did you share them in the private chat? Because I sent
I'm-
them all to
I'm-
Hypno.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the trailer right now. Give me a second.
You're not sending me anything because you're playing video games.
Hypno, do the work for him.
No, y'all didn't.
All right. What do you
replayed-
want me to show? What do you want me to show? Go ahead.
No, it's cool. I don't want to go back. I'm just, everybody got their games shown off, and my little old games were nothing.
To be fair, he didn't show my first game either. I said Into the Unwell. He didn't play no trailer for Into the Unwell.
They're also mentioning games that I haven't seen. I don't know what the game this is.
The hell?
Whoa, hold on.
Ground Zero?
Damn. Wait, go back.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
No, bro, was it gay? Fuck you.
Damn. I mean, it could have a dick for all we know. Oh, this is. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I see
shit.
this.
Yeah,
This is the one with the
this
tank. The
looks
tank controls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
classic
this
tank
looks
controls,
like
like RE
OG
controls.
Resident
I would
Evil
love
there.
to see Atreus play this shit
Why?
See,
because of tank controls. I feel like you'd be really good at those.
I can't remember if I mentioned this on one of my streams or if I mentioned it here, but that's one of the things that really drew me in with tank controls is like if fear actually hit you, you wouldn't know how to fucking move away quick enough. Like that shit's actually that's the actual fear. Like the
Are y'all
actual
saying
experience
tank
of those
controls?
games.
Tank, yeah, tank controls. Let me guess. You don't know what tank controls are.
You don't know what tank controls are?
Like classic Resident Evil games, like
Oh,
Resident
God,
Evil.
you guys say
Bro,
I don't
where do
play
we
games?
find these people, bro? Seriously, this is crazy. How
Hypno,
is that?
you say I don't play games? This motherfucker doesn't even know what tank controls are?
Yeah, but you know how to. You obviously play Wikipedia, so you could know what tank controls are. Doesn't mean you play
Mm.
games. All right, I'm just saying.
But yeah,
I've seen-
tank controls for the most part are their games where like they have a static camera and then like your character just moves forward. Like you have to turn them physically and then like or turn them.
Oh,
Yeah, and then move forward. Like
Like
I
never knew that's what it was called,
like
but
a
I know what
tank.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't think he's played like OG Silent Hill or Resident Evil, right?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I never played Silent Hill, but OG. I
You
told you
never
I
played the OG Resident Evil. If you don't know
Yes,
what a
I
tank
yes I
control is,
did.
then
Then
Just
you should
because
know
I
what
didn't
tank
know that it
controls
had,
are.
wait. Just because I didn't know that there was a term to it doesn't mean I didn't play the game.
So what'd you call it?
I don't know. I never called it anything. I just played the game.
call
I
it
didn't know it had a
Resident Evil
name.
controls.
Probably.
To be fair, that's what I knew him as when I was growing up. I was like, because that was the first game I played like that. I was like, oh, Resident. Oh, this game.
Like
plays
yeah, when I
Resident Evil.
played it, like I didn't go on fucking line and look up what is it.
Damn.
What is going on here?
Holy shit.
24
Dude,
hours.
again, I was
24
glued to
hours.
the fucking TV when this trailer was on. I'm just saying.
This is great. No wonder Leon likes it. You got gooning girls. You got physical abuse of women. You got potential trends, depending on the situation. I haven't seen the face, so you know. And then you got horror and blood. Lots of.
Philip Chan is sold. Kyle is
He's
sold.
fucking sick, bro. I love shit like this, man. Like PS1 horror days. This is
Oh
great.
yeah, I like the CRT filter on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is really.
That's
shit.
really, I like that. It's really
That's
good.
the stellar blade angle. Go back. Hold on.
That was Eve. I was just gonna say, that's Eve.
This was Eve PS1 days for sure.
Yep.
Stop playing.
That
Ooh,
is
y'all are
great.
gonna hate me.
I mean, credit to them for making the ass look good with PS1 graphics. That's impressive.
Right.
And smooth too on top of
Yeah.
that. It's not like, a bunch of triangles.
Right.
Ground Zero. Yeah, this looks good. This is good. I'm excited for
Is
this.
that a
one.
reference to 9/11? I'm sorry.
That's
Oh, shit.
crazy, bro.
He
Come
didn't
on,
even get it
20
off.
hours, bro.
He didn't even get the joke off, right? Right. I'm sorry.
God damn, man. 24 hours.
You're good. You're good.
Anyway, what else
It's
we looking
black,
at?
so they allow it.
Atreus, what do you want me to put on screen? What was your
That's what
recommendations? Come on, tell me.
It was Mortal Shell.
Mortal Shell. that's great.
Mortal Shell 2. Yeah, I didn't show it because I already knew it. That's why. But I could show it. I don't want to be racist. I can show it.
Yeah, that's racist because I didn't see it.
I
Glass is
just,
working.
I'm telling you, man. Okay, so aside from me and Atreus, anybody else play Mortal Shell?
I played a little bit of the first one.
This shit looks nothing like the first one, and that's why, like, my skepticism is just, I don't know, because to be fair, we have seen games transform like this before. The original Lords of the Fallen versus the new Lords of the Fallen. Pretty damn different, especially with that lamp mechanic and shit. So you definitely, it's possible. The first one is so drastically different from what we see on screen play out.
Yeah, it's
Just
more of an over the shoulder camera.
Yeah, just in terms of like overall combat smoothness too. Graphical fidelity. I mean, the first game, even on PC, looked not that great, bro, to be honest with you. The draw distance was very minimal. This one, I mean, this really does look like Lords of the Fallen. It's got like that dark, kind of gory, bloody. I like it, but
This looks way better than the clips that have been going around on X the last few weeks. Like,
well, it seems that the mechanic's still there, where you start off as basically a nobody, and you could take over the body of somebody who's passed and use their skills and their play style and their combat style. They hopefully added more combat styles.
Because what was it in the original, like 4 or 5?
3 or 4, yeah, something like that. It wasn't anything crazy. Now they got this shit. They got range combat too. So I mean, it definitely looks good, and the world looks more interesting. The enemy designs, the bosses look more interesting. But when I tell you, man, this is how you start. It basically has nothing. When I tell you, like, bro, there is like almost no fluidity to the combat. Like, it was one of the most stiffest fucking Dark Souls games I've ever played. And that's what turned me off from this game. I was like, this shit is just, even the play styles that are meant to be quicker, it just didn't feel that way. But the parrying mechanic is interesting in this game. You basically harden your shell. Like your body's like a shell, and you can harden your shell right at the last second in order to do like a parry. So I thought that was pretty cool. Otherwise, if you fuck up, well,
Rip.
you already know what happens there.
Yep.
But it's pretty sick. So we'll see. See what ends up happening with this one. Hopefully they add enough to make it way better. Well, I don't know. Not a huge fan of the first one.
I threw one more in the private chat.
Which one's this one?
It's called Creasol.
What the fuck is that? Ooh.
Yeah. Creasol. It's a brand new IP. It's an indie game. Creasol Theater of Idols.
Creasol Theater of Idols. Let me put the volume up.
As the shadows of the abyss close in. Let your sacred light banish them.
Oh.
And if I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash.
Is that a Mauser?
So my soul
Oh,
may
yeah,
ascend
that's cool.
to you.
Your blood is your ammo?
Yeah. They announced it when they were talking about the game at the showcase today. They literally announced it as a cross between BioShock and Resident Evil. I was like, what the
I was gonna
fuck?
say it's getting Bioshock vibes like crazy with this.
That's crazy because when I was first looking at this, I was getting like I would say Clock Tower vibes almost. Like I was
from the atmosphere and shit, absolutely.
Yeah, like that's what I was getting. Clock Tower vibes. But once I saw the blood, yeah, this is definitely like BioShock for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Very steampunk.
Yeah, I like it.
That's Bioshock.
Consumed in your flames.
Is this indie AA or?
I think it's like indie with the very much like Expedition 33 indie,
High
but
tier
with a
indie.
AA kind of budget. Yeah, high tier.
Yeah,
indie,
high
exactly.
tier indie. Yeah.
I feel like we need a category
For
for
all
that.
eternity.
I think there is a category for that. I forgot what the term is called, but I
It
just
should
call
be
it
called high
indie.
tier indie. I like that.
Yeah, this is cool.
But the
You will
publisher,
bleed.
the publisher is Blumhouse, like the movie studio.
Yeah, they like
Really?
anything horror,
At their own
anything creepy. They gonna do
Mhm.
it. If you come to them with an idea for a creepy porn, they might just fund that shit.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You know what game I want back so bad that was actually scary? I don't know if you guys played it, but Eternal Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
That's
Eternal
wrapped up in a
Darkness.
lot of trademark.
I never
copyright
played
shit.
it, but I'll tell you a horror game that I regret every day I wasn't able to play as a kid was
What's
fucking
that?
Fear.
Oh,
Fear.
Fear?
Oh, dude,
Great game,
Fear
bro.
is- I don't know if it's still on sale or not. Last week,
It is.
the entire Fear collection, all 5 games, was on sale on Steam for $5. I snatched that shit up.
Yeah, I
You
bought
should-
it real quick.
Buy it immediately. Yep. Because
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fear
going
is
back to Eternal Darkness.
Fear
that
is
was,
so good. Go ahead,
Eternal
Smash.
Darkness was so good.
It was, man. Eternal Darkness fucked with your mind because they had the sanity meter.
Mhm.
And if
Okay,
you,
that's
if
what
you
I was saying. I
started to
know
go,
this game. Why is it not?
It'd be
Yeah,
like
dude, it's
your-
fucking
It'd be like,
great.
you're sorry, it's corrupted save data. Like
Yeah.
halfway through the game, it'd be
If
like,
you-
wait, what the fuck?
yep, if you started to go insane, the game will literally fuck with you.
Yep.
Like kind of like Metal Gear during the Psycho Mantis
Psycho
fight.
Mantis, yeah.
Yeah, same shit. The
That-
game
that
would
was
fuck
on-
with you.
It was on GameCube, right?
Yep.
Yeah, GameCube.
Yeah, and that was rumored to be remade or had a sequel, but then there was like a rights dispute.
People are asking to see Eternal Dark. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
There was I don't know the specifics behind it, but there was something going on with the rights or copyrights with Nintendo. And what was the company that made it? It was like Night Studio, something like that. And there was a copyright dispute or something. And they're just like, yep, it's not ever going
Well,
anywhere.
crafting and shit always gets copyright disputes because no one knows who holds the rights and shit.
Right. Right.
Let me show this trailer. This is Eternal Darkness, bro. Every time I look up these old trailers and I see 14 years ago, I just want to shoot myself. Like
Right. In
Crazy,
Minecraft.
bro.
In Minecraft.
in Minecraft. Sorry,
Minecraft, 24 hours, Hypno, what the fuck?
yeah, I know.
2001. Wow.
Yeah, I didn't play this.
That's a fucking throwback, dog.
This game had such, I'm telling you, bro, amazing mechanics where
Atmosphere, bro.
the sanity meter. If you started to lose your sanity, the world will literally change around you. The environment will change. You start seeing shit that's not there. fucking
Copyright fucking Nintendo is crazy.
This is Nintendo, yeah. So I gotta be.
Oh, there it is. Silicon Knights. See, I said it was 90 something.
I gotta be careful with this Nintendo.
Oh,
Nintendo
doesn't copyright stuff anymore.
You say that, and then boom.
Right. That too.
And then 24 hours later.
Right.
24 hours turns into 90 days. Yeah.
I also feel like horror games are the best games where you like to have a female character because that vulnerability is so much more natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this game, and you know what's crazy? I bought this game not even knowing what the fuck it was. I thought, as a kid, I thought that this was like some sort of medieval game because the cover I remember was that character, the one that just showed up right now. This guy,
that guy. Yep.
I thought it was like some medieval combat game, and I'm like, oh, this looks cool. Nope. Next thing I know, I'm handling my sanity meter. I got jump scares and shit. It's all fucked up, but it's really good, really good. So if you haven't played it, if you can find a way to get it somehow, some way, whether through the seas or not,
selling the high seas,
figure it out. But you should definitely play that game because it is very good. I'm not kidding.
I wonder what physical copy this goes for. Hold on, I gotta look.
Eternal Darkness.
It's going for $200 on eBay right now.
I was gonna say I think it goes for something decent.
Oh wait, no, that was complete in box. One missing the manual, not in perfect condition. It's $90. So
there's a no manual version right here for 65. I would want complete in box, but no, 157 for a complete. A sealed copy, a factory sealed copy for 255.
That's still not bad.
That's not bad.
No, I would love to have a factory sealed copy.
I thought this game would be a lot more, to be honest.
I thought so too. I'm actually kind of surprised at these prices.
Bro, crashed out live. It's crazy.